Oh
Oh,
no.
oh, well, yeah, well, thankfully it just went live, so we're good. We're good. He didn't hear us
I
talking.
tried to I tried to set you up.
I know Max didn't hear us talking shit about him, so it's
Oh,
okay.
we'll catch him
But
up by message.
welcome to Podcassidy. I am here with the one and only Kelly Boyden.
Woo!
Kelly, how are you feeling today? It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Do you work
It,
Monday through Friday? Does
I'm
Friday mean anything to you?
No, Friday is my Monday, but I'm still excited because everybody else is off. And so even though I'm usually working and taking consultations and doing stuff in my office, it's still kind of a weekend vibe. I kind of get 4 weekend days, depending on how you look at it, because David and I take Wednesday and Thursday off because those are his days off. But
Mm-hmm.
I end up needing to consult with people and stuff. So I really look at it like I work 4 4-hour days a week. I replace two
Okay.
8-hour days with 4 4-hour days. It gives me a lot of flexibility.
I get that. I get that.
I try to do most of my work when David's at work so we can hang out and do brother and sister stuff.
That thing that brothers and sisters do.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I'm the same way with my husband working retail. I usually try to plan things around his schedule when I can so that I can hang out with him because I actually like my husband. Imagine that.
So sometimes it's night and when you're on the show or you're chatting or something and you're like, I gotta go because my husband's coming in with food or whatever. So that's because of the retail schedule.
Yep. So, the time that the store he works at closes, it aligns with like the middle of Max's stream usually when he gets home. So sorry, Max, gotta leave.
Hey, we are looking for an excuse. I mean, we all hate it when we have to leave Max's stream.
Kelly, your picture is gone. I can't see you anymore.
Oh no, I was trying to answer comments, so I'll just stay over here from now on. Sorry, I wouldn't deprive people of all this. Um, and so I saw Shelly Terrell said hey, and then I was going to type back hey, and then I was going to go down and answer everybody. I see Bradley Bates saying sup, LinkedIn user Kevin
Yep.
Stewart. K Stu is with us tonight.
Yep.
And here's David.
Yep.
Where are you? Sis, where are you? I'm right here, brother. I'll meet you at Max's place in an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, we have Will Paulus here and Lori and Dylan made it. He made a very nice post earlier about how the chick crew is the only like real ones on LinkedIn. So
And Breen is here. And is Dylan the same as Delon, or are those two different people? Do we have two different?
people.
Okay, we have
Uh
two different. All right. Yeah,
so
so I saw that nice earlier post. I commented on it.
yeah.
But I've had a lot of that. I've sold an app before, but I've had a lot of people coming on to me on LinkedIn like, oh, we're funding, we're interested in what you're doing with insurance appeals, blah, blah, blah. The number one, all of these venture capitalists, vulture capitalists want to get paid back, which I understand, I guess. But they make it sound like free money until it's not free money. So you're really giving away your idea and not necessarily, getting to still keep control, and then you're getting money. Oh, I see Shelly again. I see. Yeah, but oh, and then Kat Wells is here saying hi to everybody. Hi, Kat.
No.
So,
There's
boy,
so
that's a lot of typing. So I don't like this idea of like giving up my business idea. And then the problem with it is they ask for a business plan, so they get your idea during the discussions, and things an awful lot like my business idea have turned up on the internet.
yeah.
So
I believe
I don't like that one bit. And I've had a lot of people just blatantly like write me and ask for coffee chat. and I've chatted with them, and then they've written me and said, thanks for the time. The information you gave me is going to be really good in my newsletter for my people. And I'm like, oh, and I'm like, I don't really want my name attached to it because I've noticed that you practice unlicensed practice of law, which is not legal. So I guess I don't really want my name. But anyway, yeah, I really felt that post. I didn't really know how to respond because I don't understand Dylan's product at all. I think it's something for smart people.
No, literally, as soon as when people start talking about like the AI world, I'm like, I know how to open it.
Bradley put something like that up like maybe a month or two ago, and he tagged me in it. And and I'm like, it sounds really good, but I don't know what it is. But I'm sure if Bradley's involved, it's really, really good. So everybody is smart enough to understand it should. But he tagged me and Max. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what do you think Max is going to do with this information?
Yeah.
I mean, if I can't understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But it does help with visibility. So that is a thing too.
I like being tagged. I like it when people think of me. I like it when they tag me. And then like with Bradley, I'm still trying to figure out, and the same with Dylan, I'm still trying to figure out what the words mean, and I'll get back to you when I do.
Mm-hmm. So I just pulled up the Discord to pull this link up, and there's a bunch of them playing a game right now, including Max.
No, call them out. Let's tag them. Somebody tag Max.
You're playing a game in the Discord instead of spending it with us. But there is the link to the Discord, so that way you could join it. It is a grand old time, and we play games in there. And apparently, we play games during each other's lives too.
Yeah. Who else is playing? Let's tag them all. Somebody tag them all. Tag Max. I don't see anybody tagging Max. Somebody tag Max. David Boyden. Mom says to tag Max.
Here we go. Tagging Max. I see you play. Oh. There we go. I see you playing letter.
Cancel Max. Yeah, somebody went by really fast. Somebody said, Kat came in to tell Max. Somebody else said, cancel Max.
Shit.
Yeah,
I said, I see you playing Letter League, you little chit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect. David says something. I wouldn't miss this amazing show for the world. Thank you, honey.
Exactly. So I feel like this is a good segue to talk about the LinkedIn Lives, and because Erin just said, hello, everyone, can't comment, was comment banned. And she told me today that she is worried about coming to the lives because she is worried that her account's going to keep getting banned and end up becoming permanent. Like, she is concerned about that. So I don't know, people away from the community.
Yeah, I didn't think about people being afraid to come to the lives the way I did it. I came to the lives but didn't comment as much yesterday because I was so afraid of being comment banned today. Wow, yeah, that is something if people like start being afraid to come. So that's and for some of the creators on here that are contributing free thought and free product to LinkedIn to make their platform viable, that's really not fair, because what really needs to happen as a result of this Podcassidy is somebody needs to see what Cassidy's doing and think, gee, I'd like to have something like that, or I'd like to have that style in my brand, or I'd like to use Mickey as my mascot for my brand or whatever, and work out a deal. Otherwise, it's just free time, going out in the ether. It's social. She gets to see me and I'm charming, so that's good for her. But, got to think like, how are these people being remunerated? And if people are afraid to come here, then that could be the next big deal, being lost.
Yeah.
They go to somebody who's podcasting on a platform that doesn't scare them. That's really sad.
Because what we're doing here, it's special. There's a lot of, we've built a good community here with like good people. And I haven't found that on other platforms. I not that I was as active necessarily on other ones as I am here. But I have never had like, I guess, as genuine interactions with other people over social media than I have here. And that's something that means a lot.
Yeah, and now they're interfering with it. So I'm glad you mentioned comment bans, because I have been selectively offering services to people who have experienced comment bans. I think it's a stronger claim. I think it's the strongest claim if you've spent money for premium or advertising or in any way paid LinkedIn, and then you're not getting the value of your money by being able to be fully on. But at the same time, I think even people like the mention I made of Cassidy, we're on here to network, we're on here to grow businesses and get exposure. So if people aren't being able to do that, even if they're not paying, they're also being prejudiced. So I think that we've got some possible claims. I've been offering people what in lawyer terms are wildly discounted prices for me to do a letter writing package to LinkedIn on Lawyer Letterhead, in association with a lawyer in California, which is where I think the jurisdiction for this is. I think we all, without probably reading the fine print, consented probably to venue in California. But so we need someone. But I think they made a mistake yesterday because they banned me good and long, and I took screenshots of every single notice I got when I tried. So I'm going to start advocating for myself, and then maybe I learn something that can be packaged up and sold at a way more reasonable rate for people to use to protest against their own comment ban. Of course, if I write a letter to LinkedIn and I get a result, it's still part of human nature and an ugly side of human nature. Sometimes I get a result just because of the attorney at law on the letterhead.
Yeah.
So I think I'll continue to have a role, but maybe get it, a little bit more streamlined.
Mm-hmm.
When people say what's going to happen next after you write the letter, my current answer, I have to say something that lawyers like Max say a lot. I don't know. But I really don't. I haven't sent it yet. I haven't seen a response yet. So I like doing legal work for myself because I can experiment. I can take a risk that I might not take if a paying client was involved.
Yeah, that's so fair.
But I think the time has come for LinkedIn to be asked about this. So the first time I got comment banned, I immediately tagged LinkedIn on a post and said I want a refund on my premium, and they responded immediately and said, like, go over here to process your refund, blah blah blah. But then they also immediately restored my commenting ability. So I didn't pursue anything at that time. I didn't go on and take the refund. I didn't go on and write or make a bigger stink. But yesterday was hours and hours and hours of not being able to comment. And a lot of other people, Max was comment banned last night.
Yeah, he got comment banned at my last Podcassidy too, after being there. And like, if we are being comment banned, being the hosts and not the ones that are commenting, I can only imagine like how often it truly is happening, because I've had it happen to me too, but not to the extent that like everyone else seems to be. I'm like, knock on wood, because it feels like I'm next.
So Max was comment banned for just being here, or did he comment a bunch in the comments?
No, he commented a bunch of in my comments, and got comment banned after one of my podcasts. I can't remember. I think it was the one with Aaron. I think it was the one on Wednesday with Aaron.
That's when I was comment banned.
It must have happened because as soon as he got the ability to comment again, probably commented again. He had it live again yesterday.
LinkedIn user just got home. They don't want us to talk about anything till they get back. Bern Orton is here. Tasha Nelson is here. The LinkedIn world is so much poorer. David said something about LinkedIn. Natalie Hendricks, Kimberly, hi. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that.
I'm so sorry.
Good. It's your show.
David had said the LinkedIn world is so much poorer and more bleak without your wisdom, sis. Yes, it is.
Thank you.
You are the coolest lawyer on here that I know. And I know of 4. So you blow them out of the water.
And the best.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And the best
looking. I have to say that one. That one we just all know.
Oh, yeah, hopefully we get something done about this. And
something interesting Kat said in the comments, she used the premium trial, and then when it ran out, it made her give them her ID, do the ID verification.
After you give them your ID verification, it's important to write to them and their vendor. You have to find out who the vendor is from them or by doing a Google search. I think there are some Reddits that have the 411 on it. I just dated myself by saying 411. But find out and write those parties a letter and demand deletion of your information. So it's not sitting there for when somebody hacks them. Because that's usually pretty powerful information they make you upload.
Yeah. I know. I was so young and naive when I did so a year ago.
Now you're older and less naive.
Yeah, I didn't have a Kelli Boyden in my corner telling me these things.
So I was not risk averse. I think it's like hard for some people because like, as you know, as a human, you go like, oh, I'm going to a party for drinks and to hang out on the beach. And as a lawyer, I'm like, be real careful, like, you know, where you drink because the police will be watching, and don't get too close to the fire. And, you know, if you catch on fire, don't run into the lake and drown. So sometimes we lawyers are no fun. You come in, you're like, I got a promotion. And I'm like, well, let me know when it goes bad and you want to litigate against that employer. So sometimes we're no fun, but then sometimes you're kind of glad we're around. So I want to quickly, because we're talking about how great the community is. Is Kathleen here? Has anybody seen Kathy?
I think I saw her in the comments.
Kathy sent me these great earrings. They're little opals.
Aww.
I was super excited, and I was going to save. I was going to change my outfit that I'm wearing to a party tomorrow, and make it match them. And then I realized, oh, I can also wear them tonight. I've got on the super neutral thing with their 2 little opals. She asked me what is my favorite stone, and I said everybody must get stoned.
Yeah.
but Kathy, you know, she's a nice person. She didn't take that answer.
Yeah. Yeah, I just tagged her in there. I have opal for my my nose piercings, which aren't as prevalent, but they are there. And
oh, you've got Mickey in your ears.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm wearing the earrings that you had sent me.
Yay,
Mickey. And Mickey is
where is Mickey?
She's at my feet right now.
Mickey, kitty, 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 kitty. Come here, Mickey. Mickey's like, I don't answer to that BS, Kelly.
Yeah, she's like, when you get out the minnows, we'll talk.
So Cassidy got to see Frank before the show, and she also got to see me almost have to miss the show because my face got clawed off.
Mm-hmm. Drew said, how much would you charge to help with that type of demand letter for asking for the third party to delete private data?
Probably don't need a letter from me because they probably have to do it because under the law, if you request it, they probably have to do it. Notice I'm prefacing it with probably because people don't always do what they're supposed to do. I would be pretty reasonable on a non-controversial one-time shot. So if that's something somebody does want help with, they should just call me. Hi, Mickey.
I know.
Just DM me.
She's saying hi back and looking around to see what's happening.
Normal people, I would try to do a reasonable rate. If your name's Max Langley, then it's a much higher. It's comparable with my full litigation retainer.
Yeah.
Anybody but Max, I'll give you a good deal.
Yeah. Serena said hire Kelli, not Max.
Well, if we get a Texas case or a Florida case, we'll definitely co-counsel Max in or refer the case over to him, because I'm not licensed in either of those places. And as far as I know, I don't think he's licensed in DC. And then I had to go. Fortunately, I have a former student who's in California if we have to make any more trouble with LinkedIn.
Yeah.
We will drive them to their knees.
Yeah. Drive them to their knees. I like the sound of that, Kelli. I like the sound of my enemies being dragged to their knees.
So somebody pasted a big thing here, and it just scrolled up so fast about LinkedIn help. And if you can't log into your account and so on. So I don't know. It's maybe somebody's been trying to do some help, got locked out, and is trying to do some self-help to get back in or something.
Kim had posted the response from LinkedIn support, I'm assuming about the comment ban. And it basically says they forward it to another group for additional review.
Sure. Well, maybe forward it to me for additional review, and we'll give them something to think about. Cat Wells wants to know what kind of bug we would be.
What kind of bug we would be? Probably a moth.
Ooh. We have lantern moths. Those are really pretty.
Sure, we can go with that one. It didn't matter what kind of moth. They like the light, the shiny things. They're cool.
We dress up as bugs for protests when we know kings and stuff like that. David's got a padded bug costume. I think it's more of a roach or something. And I wear my Mothman outfit. So I don't know if Mothman, is it a bug or is it a moth? Is it a moth or is it a man? I don't know. But that's what I dress as. And then I recently got a butterfly outfit to kind of augment our costumes, because they're getting a little tired. We didn't know we didn't think we'd be out protesting at this age, 50 some years after my first protest. And we didn't think that we would be out this long over this round. We thought we would go out and hold up our signs once and it would go away. All the problems did not just go away. Earwig. Oh, David would be an earwig, but dragonflies are also cool.
Dylan said he wants to be a falcon. That's not a bug. That's a bird.
But they eat bugs, and you are what you eat.
Oh, so he was just thinking ahead, is what you're saying.
Yes. Burn says Silence of the Lambs ruined moths for me. I've not watched it all the way through. David says I'm a cute Mothman. I hope that's directed to me and not somebody else in the comments.
You guys know I haven't seen Silence of the Lambs. You guys know I have not
seen it.
Ever. I don't watch movies. I
know about it because of David, and I know some of the plot points because he talks and talks and talks and talks. But I don't think I could stand it. It seems too terrifying.
It looks like there's a moth on like the cover or whatever with like a little skull on it. Interesting. Yeah. Could be me. David said dung beetle too.
Okay. Cat says, and I'm mean. So whatever bug Cat wants to be must be somebody that has a reputation of being mean. Maybe a praying mantis.
Bug's Life, the manly one. I'm the caterpillar from A Bug's Life that turns into the
that's
butterfly
cute.
with the little baby wings.
Thorn
um,
Norton can't eat fava beans with a nice Chianti. Not unless you have human liver, then you can.
yeah.
Yeah, Kathy
I
loves Silence of the Lambs. We'll let her talk to David.
hmm. I want to hear the inspiration behind this van of yours that you're
Oh,
traveling around in. How you got this idea to start doing this, why now, and where your next trip is.
always wanted to do it. Always wanted to have a van. I read in the college or graduate school, I read Gurney Norman's Divine Rights Trip, which is about people from the part of Kentucky where I'm from that kind of get in a van. They're traveling around with the I Ching. I think they might be high a lot. I don't remember all of it. And then they eventually go back home and kind of establish a homestead situation. That was pretty cool. It influenced me a lot. And then, I mean, who doesn't want to live in a van? That's so exciting. Van life, hashtag van life. Then I would always see about it, and I would always see the VW microbuses pass me on the road, or I'd see them rusting out in somebody's yard and I would want one. So we started looking because we got closer to retirement. And well, along the way, we got just one of our interim kind of not so great condition cars when we were just trying to have our budget and do our thing. When we were younger, we had a van. It was a full-size van. We put a mattress in the back, and we would just, on the weekend, we would go wherever, and we would take our dog. And this was Edward, who's my little stubby-legged soulmate dog. And one
Aw.
time we were camping in a random state forest down in central Illinois. And I woke up and he was standing at the back doors, like just intrigued by something and looking at me, then looking back at what he was looking at me, like, oh, this is amazing. So I get up and I look out the back window with him, and he has seen wild turkeys. And there, he's just watching the wild turkeys eat their breakfast outside our van door. And we sat there for what must have been hours, like with the sun coming up, watching the turkeys. So his name was Edward Bliss. So we've named our van. I've got a little sign for it that says Edward's Bliss.
Stop! I'm gonna cry.
So our current guy, Vincent, is not a van life animal. He's not even a go out in the yard and see humans animal. So we don't travel together for now. Somebody stays home with Vince. And my next trip is Sturgis. I went to Texas to see Max, where I famously locked myself in the cargo hold of my van. People have come up with a lot of excuses not to see Max. Like a lot of women have been like, "Oh, I gotta go. My friend called. I've gotta go donate my kidney to somebody. Anything to get out of a date with Max." But I'm the first that locked myself in the cargo hold of my van. And then the next trip is Sturgis.
Yeah. How long of a drive is that?
Sturgis is only about like 12, 19 hours, something like that. It's just a good, like 12, 13 hours. It's a good long day. So to get home from Max's house to my house is 19 hours. And I was able to drive that in one day. So Sturgis for me is like really nothing. And I'll be seeing my very good friend. And then another lawyer that I share a lot of cases with has joined a motorcycle gang. And we will be meeting halfway.
Very nice. And just to confirm, Sturgis, Michigan.
No, I do plan to see Shelly, the wonderful Shelly Lojack from Sturgis. No, Sturgis, no place in Michigan is 12 hours away from me. I think you're like 3 or 4 hours away from me in Detroit. And I guess I know one time I researched to go way up in the not the UP, I don't think, but like there's a dark park up there on the lake, like way up in northern Michigan. And I think it was like 9 hours. I think that's like, if I travel 9 hours from my house, I'll be pretty much through Michigan. I don't think there's 12 hours worth of traveling there. I might be wrong if I go to the UP. I'm not real sure. But yeah, no, everything in Michigan's a lot closer to me than that. This is Sturgis, South Dakota.
Okay, that makes sense.
So my friend lives in Keystone, and when she wakes up, she looks out on the back of the mountain with the old men blasted into it. I always forget what it's called, that gross mountain. Does anybody in the chat know the name of the gross mountain out in the Badlands? It's got like Andrew Jackson and Theodore Roosevelt, he's okay. Abraham Lincoln, he's okay. And like one other one, I don't know. I picked their noses. The first time I went, I posed in front of them with my finger up so I could pick their noses.
Yeah.
What is that thing called? Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I hope to stop and see rest in peace, Chantel Miller on the way back.
You said rest in peace. How far are you from Indianapolis?
Indianapolis is like 2.5, 3 hours from me.
Ooh, that's very much out the way. I'm going to Indy next week.
So, depending on what path you're taking down, are you going to pass through South Bend, or are you going to go down through Ohio?
I think we normally do. I think we normally go across Michigan and then down, as compared to like through. Yeah, because why would I spend any time in Ohio that I don't need to?
Yeah, I know you hate Ohio.
Yeah.
So
why would I?
Do you pass through Fort Wayne or South Bend?
I want to say maybe Fort Wayne. I could be wrong. I would have to look at the map of Indiana to know.
I have to too, because I've never thought about how you would get from Detroit to Indianapolis. But Indianapolis, for us, when we go to Indianapolis, all of that time is south. Because Indiana's kind of a long state, so we're traveling south on I-65 when we go to Indianapolis. And like South Bend is the famous Abbey, who is sometimes here, is an hour and 1 minute from my house.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see how far she is from where I'm going. Because if I drive, I don't like driving. I don't like going anywhere. I made a post the other day about the fact that I haven't left the apartment in a week. And I'm very okay with that.
I can easily go like a week or two without leaving the house. David can go pick up the food. I have most things delivered. I'd rather be in my house talking to people on LinkedIn and doing my legal work.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even remember why I used to go out. I guess restaurants, but I mean, now we just get it delivered. And, you know, like restaurants can be kind of gross.
Yeah. I get you. Yeah, Max said that you left a box of generic Crispies at his house, left evidence of you peeping on him.
I took my own. Max wrote me before I got there, and he said, I don't really cook, so we can eat out most of the time. And I thought, okay, well, sometimes you get up in the morning and you want to have something before you can get to a restaurant and sit down and blah, blah, blah. So I packed some groceries. And I included was not generic. And Cassidy, this is a religious violation, what he just said. This is not generic, it's Meyer.
What? He said generic.
He called Meyer generic.
He doesn't mean it, but sometimes the privilege really does just radiate off of him.
I mean, like, I think we should contact one of those militias in Michigan and tell him that he said this.
I'm calling Grand Rapids right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Michigan. I mean, I sometimes get very unhappy with Meyer over their vegetarian selection because I'm a little bit spoiled by whole paycheck when I can work it out to go there. But honestly, it's not generic. It was Meyer brand. So I left him. I was so glad I took him. I took that and 2 containers of oat milk and some of my own like little packets of sugar, because Max's table is covered. And if you watch the time that he was on a podcast with Laura, and Yuli and I interrupted because he said that we couldn't be in the room and we had to do yard work and cleaning while he was on the podcast, and we couldn't interrupt. But at the beginning of it, we brought him some cereal so he could survive, because all he has like a table, like a room divider kind of island table in his kitchen, and one end of it is just loaded down with cookies and crackers, and then all he has in his fridge are like phallus shaped foods, like big sausages, but they've gone green, so it's some kind of, he's working out something deep psychologically. And then like a huge dill pickle that was shaped like this.
I see. Only phallic shaped foods for Max.
And so and children's cereal.
Oh, the ultimate combo.
And children's cereal, no coffee. So there was no coffee in the place, but fortunately I had bought a pre-brewed, it was made to be drank cold. I have these little Korean coffee packets that you can just shake them up, and they make the coffee without any, even like, you don't even have to heat it. And I bought this jug of cold brew coffee. So to wake myself up in the morning, I don't know what he drinks. I had to like make my cold brew coffee, then add my soy milk to it myself, and my own sugar packets, and nuke it.
Yeah.
It was there had obviously no woman has ever been in that house. Just a man with it's clearly a man with deep-seated psychological issues about food and the shape.
Yeah.
We're trying to work something out. And then Yuli and I were supposed to clean the place. So like we came in a second time because we go out on his patio. Speaking of peeping, he has his patio set up to film porn on. And like when Yuli and I were sitting out there like under these bright lights with this camera facing us, we were just like, this might be like some kind of weird screen test set up like porn. So we were like sitting like 2 miles apart, because like we're like, I'm irresistible, Yuli's irresistible. If we sat closer than a yard together, magnetism is going to take over, and Max is going to get what he set all this up for. So we frustrated his purpose, and then we went in and interrupted the show, as many of you saw, and I asked him about it.
That is literally insane.
We weren't sure what the etiquette was. We weren't sure what the etiquette is when you find porn equipment in your friend's house.
I think it depends on the closeness of that relationship. Because if it were like a close friend of mine, I'd be like, bro, what the hell? What is all this? But if it's someone that I am like just acquaintances or just like regular friends, not close friends with, I'd probably be like, all right, see ya.
Maybe from now on, like I'm all for, like, I think it's great when us LinkedIn people like get to know each other, send each other little prezzies, stuff like that. That maybe if we're officially going to meet, we should develop a questionnaire. Like, what should I do if I find porn filming equipment in your house?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Between you and Natalie going to visit Max doesn't seem very enticing of an offer.
I might like at some point have to be honest and talk about how nice and good of a host Max was, but now is not that time.
Yeah, no. You can do that on his show.
Exactly.
We roast Max here. Those are the rules.
He's a creepy creeper. So one time when I was dating, like David and I were apart, and we've been divorced before. So one of the times that we were apart, because you don't always know if you want to be married to your brother, like, is it for keeps? is it just a stage? You gotta, and he felt the same about his sister. You gotta test your wings. So I was dating this guy who, thought he was pretty hot and everything. So he picks me up and he wants to go to this address where he knows somebody, like to meet his friend or something. So I go, and it's this woman, and she lets me in. And then this other woman that I know that is a friend of his is also there. And I'm like, so it's a party of three. And then they start talking about porn and like that it wouldn't be so bad to be in porn and stuff like that. So I go to the bathroom and I pass by a door, and there is a full-on setup in there to film a porno movie. So I come out and I get my friend's eye, and she has to go to the bathroom too. So she goes to the bathroom and she sees it. And like, we had a really good communication vibe going on because we were like, oh yeah, we're into it. We're going to go look. And then it's like we started on the hallway. We just bolted out the exterior door and ran out of the apartment building and like went and got some good Ethiopian food and like bonded.
Oh my God. That's insane.
I could be a lot more famous than Podcassidy.
Yeah. You should do your own lives, Kelli. I would watch them. Let me drop the F-bomb. I would watch the fuck out of them, Kelli.
Well, I mean, I have thought about doing some OnlyFans.
Well, I'm not going to watch those, unfortunately.
Well, I'm thinking, like, how am I going to be able to, like, give out legal advice where people need it that has a payment option that I wouldn't have to charge the full amount, but like teaching a class, like where they're paying like a smaller amount. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But it seems like there are some people in need on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'm sure they could definitely use some legal advice, maybe some psychological help. But I'm not sure how much you can help in that department. You can help with the drugs portion, being the pharmacist.
Well, I'm not a clinical pharmacist, so I do not prescribe or dispense legal drugs.
Yeah. You just have the knowledge so you can tell them which one to tell.
I mostly, like, sometimes I do catch things. I tell people, like, you need to talk to a clinical pharmacist about the mix of medications you're taking or whatever. And most Walgreens or any place will do that for you for free or very low cost. And a lot of insurance covers like a polypharmacy consultation, which is to go talk to a clinical pharmacist about all the drugs you're taking and the interactions and how they interact with each other. But I mostly look at the regulations. So for people wanting to start a pharmaceutical company, want to know the regulations, think their product might overlap, want to get something licensed, not licensed, but approved by the FDA, want to market something without bringing the Federal Trade Commission knocking on their door for making an illegal claim, that kind of stuff. It's like if you were going to sell Max a male anatomy improver.
Right.
Those are pretty heavily regulated because there's a lot of scams involving them, and like even to sell them on Amazon, you have to go through an extra layer of review by Amazon in a lot of cases.
Mm-hmm.
So if any of you are, I understand like a lot of people might have just joined and said like, hey, this guy's vulnerable, we can sell him a lot of stuff, but just talk to me first. Make sure we color inside the lines.
Kamari about the show said that you could call, she said, I would love to see an OnlyFans law channel. You could call it Oh Lottie.
Oh, Lottie. Oh.
That's pretty good.
Actually, the CEO of OnlyFans started out on OnlyFans, and she's a lawyer.
Yeah.
I don't know what her show was about. I did see some things doing research about like what OnlyFans is about, and some of it was like really nice production value, and I thought this could be very empowering for some people, and some of the stuff I saw just seemed kind of sad.
Yeah, I can see that. Rob Unger, he said Maxie never getting a girlfriend after this. Just spent an hour just like tearing him down.
God took care of that.
Right.
Cassidy and I were not needed. God did that job.
True. Very true.
I mean, Cassidy and I might be just kind of like pushing it over the line. I mean, the man took me to dinner. Like, where are you going to take your out-of-town guest to dinner, especially when they're super hot and you want to like show them off? He sets up like a date with somebody else, with now I can't, Jake Lacaze, and has Jake Lacaze meet us there. Jake Lacaze is great. But he does this at Waffle House. That's where he takes the ladies. And it's the Waffle House across from the Taco Bell on Deuce Drive.
The exact one.
Deuce Drive.
All right. So did you go once to Waffle House or twice?
Twice. I went once with Max and Jake, and then the next morning, I think it was, the very next day, I got up and I wanted to have brunch, and Yuli and I went to a nice place, and because it was right at brunch time, the line was out the door, and I was like, what about Waffle House? And then we got lost, and we ended up, my stupid navigation system in my new car guided us to a Waffle House in downtown Dallas, which was a good hour drive, and we barely got Yuli back in time for the holy date, the holy tennis date with Max and Yuli's wife and Yuli's dog.
Yeah.
That I could watch.
Mm-hmm. Man, the part of the trip that I'm jealous about is the fact you were able to hang out with Yuli.
Oh, that was amazing. I don't care about hanging out with Max, but to hang out with Yuli? Hanging out with Yuli is excellent, and I got that good old alone time in the car, because we got lost, and so that was some extra time together talking. Then at the Waffle House, and as much as we had an outstanding experience at the Deuce Drive Waffle House, the Waffle House we were at was having some kind of shift meetings and some kind of conflict going on, and everybody was kind of low-key mad, but everywhere we went, we promoted shit.
Yeah.
They got Yuli's order wrong, and his cup had lipstick on it, and it wasn't my color or anything. Like if I had accidentally picked his cup up, it was just random, some other person's lipstick. I hope everybody has, like a piece of liver they can donate to Yuli if he gets hepatitis from that.
From that Waffle House.
We're having him monitor himself with like regular blood tests.
I've never been to a Waffle House. They don't have them in Michigan.
Wow, no, that's wrong. Do they have Sunshine Cafe?
No, I don't know that. I've never even heard of that.
Well, Waffle House off I-65 near where I grew up in Indianapolis was like, it converted to something called Sunshine Cafe, and for a long time I thought that all the Waffle Houses became that. And then, when I got out and became very worldly and had traveled the world, I realized there was still also Waffle House.
Mm-hmm. Anthony said that Denny's is just Waffle House for people that don't know how to fight.
I think Denny's might be even like a small step up on the cuisine.
Really? It was like years ago. I went to Denny's and they had a grilled cheese sandwich that literally had like mozzarella sticks on it. I was like, what is happening here?
Yep. They have some weird stuff. They used to have Brussels sprouts, and I was so happy, and I would go in there all the time just to get the Brussels sprouts, and then they just abruptly took them away.
Brussels sprouts?
Mm-hmm.
I love Brussels sprouts.
They were so good. They were cut in half and sautéed till they were kind of caramelized, and then with some balsamic on them.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah, that sounds good. I love Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels sprouts.
So much so, that was like the only thing that I said like we for sure had to have at our wedding to eat. Like I wanted that as like the one of the side options.
Yeah, put a toothpick in it. It can be finger food. Serena's got a Waffle House right outside her neighborhood, so I think that's the next LinkedIn trip. I might not be going to Sturgis now. I might be coming to Serena's.
Yeah. Yeah. Drew said the audience, and 7 people liked it, so it really is the audience. Would like to know the sassiest thing that you have said in a courtroom.
Yeah, I've said some sassy things. I think one of the funniest was I represented this group of 35 houses with 50 people in them that a village was unilaterally condemning because there had been some flood, and there was an all non-Hispanic white neighborhood next door. They got all kinds of help and everything, but the Hispanic neighborhood, they just said, oh, everybody has to move. So we were fighting that all kinds of ways. We were in the administrative law division, which is where the village hires a village employee contractor to be the judge. So that's why we call it kangaroo court. And he enters a judgment in favor of the village. So of course, the reason I was involved is you got to know how to appeal that and litigate it all the way through to trial. So there's a trial, and then the trial is wrong. And then you go to another judge, and you have and then we also had a Fair Housing Act claim that was making its way to trial. So they hadn't really inspected it. So they brought this company up from Springfield or Indianapolis or some weird downstate place that said they had inspected the exterior of the buildings, and that they were under the buildings, and the building was about to collapse. One of the little houses, these were manufactured housing, what a lot of people call trailers, it was about to collapse. And so I said, oh, I got up to cross-examine the guy. And I said, so your testimony is that you were under this unit, gave the unit name. And he said, yes. And I said, well, how long were you under there? And he's like, oh, like half an hour. And I'm like, you were under this unit for about half an hour. Did I understand you correctly? Yes. And I said, now, earlier you said that the collapse was imminent. And he's like, yes. And I'm like, well, did you say timber? And he was like, what? And I said, like Yogi Bear or Pitbull? Did you go like timber? And he did not like that at all. But the judge did. The judge was like laughing. He stopped court a couple of times to like, say nice things about me and say that he said that I was fierce. Was the way he kept. So I loved it, but I would have loved just having him do the right thing and enter judgment in favor of my clients before they had to go through all this other federal and state litigation first. But yeah, I think that guy kind of wanted me to take my picnic basket and go home. But it was really cool timing, because not only the Yogi Bear reference with timber, but also the Pitbull song Timber was really big at that time. So there was something for everybody. I got a lot of laughs. The translator had trouble translating it because they were laughing. It was just, the whole thing it just fell apart.
Yeah.
The judge was visibly amused. I think that was the best thing that happened to that judge.
Yeah, probably. I can't imagine. Well, you've been in way more courtrooms than I have. Maybe I'm wrong. I was going to say, I would imagine it'd be kind of boring being a judge and just hearing like the legal stuff all day. But I don't know. Do you think it would be fun?
Well, sometimes you have kind of salacious facts, like things that people do, they get in trouble for, depending on what division you're in. I had a case where we had actually negotiated a settlement where she was going to move out of her apartment, but then the landlord decided she wasn't packing fast enough, and the date for her to move out that we agreed on wasn't coming fast enough. So she broke inside her apartment and hid. And then this person had to get up like at 4 a.m. to get ready for work. And so she popped out and she banged her in the head and put her into a coma.
Oh my God.
So like sometimes there's kind of exciting facts. Oh, and that was the Nutbuster case. We were showing the client like, well, what did she hit you with? What did it look like? And we were showing like all kinds of stuff on the internet. And, we were searching, she was searching shopping sites, everything. And a picture of the Nutbuster came up, and she had like a trauma reaction and started crying. So
oh my God.
We ordered it. the very one that Max has is the one I brandished at trial. And so the judge, for his comment and everything, at the end of the trial, he was like, okay, it's been a very long trial. We were at trial for like 5 days because I'm a trial lawyer. He was like, he was like, yeah, it's been a long day, and I've heard about this, I've heard about that, I've heard about people being in a coma, I've heard about people learning to walk and talk again, I've heard all about nut busters.
Yeah. Yeah, from the stream.
No, the judge heard about it.
The judge knew?
The judge said that because we presented the nut buster as evidence in the trial. So at the end, the judge was like summarizing like what the trial had been like. And he's like, well, I heard about all these health problems, people hiding in people's houses, comas, learning to talk again, learning to walk again, nut busters. I've heard all about, oh, and the ad, because we couldn't like, sometimes you can't put just a physical object in. You can always put it in as evidence and have people inspect it, but we wanted the jury to have something to take to the jury room with them. So we printed out the website for the nut buster. And the ad said at the top prominently, and the judge cited this over and over again, is it hours of nut busting fun? And he said, so in this trial, I've had to learn all I ever wanted to know about how to have hours of nut busting fun.
Yeah. I love that.
That judge left the bench shortly after that. I don't know if it was related.
Yeah. One other thing I want to touch on too is the urinal cakes, because that was the other thing I put in the title. And how did you come up with the idea to put Max's face on these items?
Well, what do you not want to put Max's face on?
Anything. I don't want to look at him.
So one time, like, we were joking around, and I made like David underwear, socks, a shirt, that was all after it. So it started with when we were in Max's chat the first time, the chat shit. And I made this like art project where I took his face and blew it up and pasted it onto a sack. And so then while he was talking to David, I went off camera and I put on the sack and a little tie, and I came back as Max. So there are pictures everywhere of Max talking to Max. And then we had all these stickers. So I saw the urinal cakes, and I'd always thought as a joke I would get Max some urinal cakes. And then I thought, oh my gosh, he could pee out his own face. So I got these dissolving labels. They dissolve when wet. And I printed his face out on them. David helped a lot, tremendously. And we made a set of 3 urinal cakes to take to his house. Yuli was so happy when he got to like pee Max's face out. And then I made him like one. Oh, and then I put his face on the nut buster because, I mean, obviously. If you're going to have a nut buster, you've got to have it personalized.
Yeah.
So I think, if we find out where he streams the feed from that video on his porch, I'm sure that it's prominently featured.
Yeah. That's fun.
If you've ever noticed, like, somebody who really eggs me on about doing an OnlyFans a lot is Max.
There might be something to that.
I think there's something to it. I think it's a lot of wishful thinking. He's only
what
human.
I hear is he's telling you that you have a market and it's him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he always brags about how much money he's got. So I'm just gonna be like, okay, Baldy 787 6767, your prices just went up.
Right. If you're bald, it costs $50 more a month. Sorry. Rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
Yeah.
And he's got all this bald privilege. There's all this broad privilege on LinkedIn.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Brianna, she said, what if we all show up in his city with Max masks and do
saw it. That would be so cool, and it's so doable.
Yeah. You made it through the hour. Woo! I'm proud of you.
And you know what's really fun? Like, what's really like sticking it in and breaking it off for Max?
Huh.
He's already started. I can hear him. I can hear David from the other room because David's like doing the intro, starting off, and then I'm going to come in.
Yeah, let it be on record. I said we could end a couple minutes early, and Kelli said it was fine. So I don't want Max to be like, you went over. Not that he would, but
oh, he totally would.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should go an extra half an hour and like kind of put him on the spot and see how he does with David by himself, just in retaliation for that generic cereal comment.
Right.
That was like prime good cereal.
Yeah.
You come to my house, you're going to get Meyer brand. unless I've been able to like arrange a whole paycheck delivery, and then you'll get 365 brand.
Right.
On my whole paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, like, there were no waffles, no pancakes, it was like food he ordered, phalluses, a fridge full of phalluses, and then all this children's cereal and crackers.
How do you live like that? Like, when you need to eat and just not have something available.
Well, I mean, let's face it, it's a deep-seated psychological issue.
Yeah. Same reason why he didn't decorate anything in his house yet.
What do you mean?
The fact that he was always telling me at the beginning, like, he didn't have a blanket. He had to go out and buy a blanket, like a comforter. And then what else was it? Oh, the fact he only had the one towel.
So when I was there, I got the full, like, what you would expect. Like, there was towel, cloth, stuff like that for when I bathed. And it was his. I mean, having a van, I had my own bathing setup. The only thing is, one thing that disappeared the trip, and he's never notified me I left it or anything, I have not been able to find my soap or shampoo. And I think he either uses it himself so he smells like me and he can pretend I'm there, or he has some doll he uses it on, some mannequin like the Chit or something that smells like me when he spoons it. Or brace yourself, what if he makes Yuli use it?
Makes Yuli use it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because the only thing better than Big Ladle Daddy is Big Ladle Daddy that smells like Kelli.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was such a good photo. But what are your closing thoughts? What are your closing thoughts, Kelli?
My closing thoughts are, it's fun to pick on Max.
Mm-hmm.
But in all seriousness, he's a pretty decent lawyer, and who knows, maybe someday we'll get a chance to be in each other's jurisdiction and collaborate and refer something back and forth. I'm definitely excited about talking to people who have beef with LinkedIn. Mm-hmm. Get those letters out. I'm excited about this show. I'm so happy I got to be here, see the earrings in person, and see Mickey again. Always a pleasure to see Mickey, and thank you for having me.
Of course. This was so much fun. It was so great to have you on the show. Thank you to everyone that came and commented. I appreciate you so much. Next Podcassidy will be Sunday at 4 p.m. And that one's with Diane Welker. She's a career coach. So it'll be an interesting one. But yeah, have a great night, everyone. I'll probably go over to
wait. Why would anybody hire a career coach instead of hiring you?
Well, I didn't say that they needed to hire.
Okay.
We're going to have a discussion.
Okay. All right. I'll allow it.
You'll allow it?
I'll allow
I love that you're coming to my defense already.
It's like, that's me. You hire me, you've got like this permanent bulldog in your corner.
Yeah.
I'm like, I will jump down the throat of somebody who thought about saying something to you.
Right.
Like, there are people buried in my backyard. I mean, there are people who've come really close to bodily harm just for thinking something bad about David.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. So, thank you again.
Thank you.
Everyone, have a good night. Go watch Kelli on the Chit Chat Show, but only because it's Kelli.
Yes.
Not because I'm
absolutely. Max is messaging me right now, so I think we might have. He's like Earwig Spectre is making me listen. I don't know.
I love that. All right, get over there, and I'll see you there in a minute.
All right, see you in a minute.
Everyone.